Alrighty, so here is some Jacob that I've been working with in the grease. It is just off the animal. It has been well skirted, so feces and tags have been removed. But you can see the staple. You can see when there's lanolin caught in the wool, it attracts anything dirty. So this is not feces. This is grit, grime, and you'll see when I show you the washing how it comes out. But when you feel this, it's almost like you're feeling something made of chalk. The lanolin has trapped dust. This animal is from Georgia. You can feel a little bit of felting, but really what you feel is the powders and the dust and the clay that is caught in the lanolin. So you may have some higher VM Jacob or wool. It may look a little bit more like this. Again, this is not feces, and I'll show you how to skirt so that you don't have so much concern about that. Oh, of course, always wash your hands before and after. It's never a bad habit. My favorite tool is a long toothed comb, stainless steel, so you can sanitize it. And if you are new to spinning, you'll want to at least get a little bit, if you're spinning in the grease, you'll at least want to get the staple lined up like this to start to spin. It just is a little bit easier to learn with. When I talk about the staple, that's the length this direction. The diameter or the micron count is one fiber, its diameter around the little tiny fiber. Staple length, very simply, is the cut end to the tip end. So if we take this one bunch, this has got a 5-inch staple if you're spinning it. If you're selling this, you want to make sure that you advertise any staple from the cut end to the shorter end of all of them, not stretching it out. So we would say this is a 4 to 5-inch staple. How you can tell the staple is strong is, I don't know if you can hear that from where you are. It gives a sound like, even in the grease, which is when you want to test your staple strength, you'll hear it sound a little bit like a guitar string. I don't know if you can hear that. But it's really a very specific sound. If you want to test how strong your wool is going to be, you just twist this piece and pull. Now, that is all my strength, and I cannot break this staple. This is a very strong sheep. His name is Sage. He's my favorite Jacob so far to ever spin. He's on the property with Elena over at Dragon Wool in Georgia, and what an animal he is. He is beautiful, and the wool he creates is just heaven. So if you're a new spinner and you don't want to buy all the equipment of a drum carter, and you like the agricultural process, or you're a homesteader, this is a great way to honor the agricultural product. So if you cut off a small amount, tear a small amount, and you start at the tip, you'll be able to see that this is really where the sun started to damage just a little bit of the lanolin, so it allows it to felt, and you'll feel it catch almost like a little cobweb. And that's really all you'll want to take out if you're just starting to spin, and you'll feel it just catch. This I would use for dryer balls. I don't throw any of it out. I either use it for dryer balls or in my garden. So these are the fibers I just broke so that I can have everything long and beautiful. This is still just has lanolin in it. You can smell the animal, you can smell the earth, and it spins like a dream. It's like after you condition your hair. It's that strong and soft. So a lot of the dust will comb out when you leave the lanolin in. The other option, if you're just starting and you don't have a lot of equipment, is a slicker brush. You can literally get, not that I can do in the dollar store, but you can get them at like the dollar store or at any of the big box stores. When you're just learning to spin, the hardest part is that all of it catches. So if you just, what they call flick the ends, you're just opening up the ends so that it catches when you spin. This is the cut end. Again, it just opens it up. You do not need to comb the middle. I mean, if you look at how beautiful that is, it's like it came, it's just perfect. This is how, in my opinion, spinning feels best. So that's a great way how to get that to happen. There's no need to use scissors unless you have burrs or cactuses on your property. And that's how we can spin with this in a beautiful way.